Tonight, money troubles at home turned two North Carolina women into victims of human trafficking. And they tell our Defenders team the traffickers weren't the stereotypical pimps. They were the heads of their families, a husband, a boyfriend, the father of their children. An advocate told Defender Nathan Morabito she fears the current economy could put more women in this terrible position.
Both victims we interviewed are in a better place today, now out of the grips of the men they once loved. But they can never fully escape their painful past.
Any basic sexual position or thought that you can imagine, that's basically what I did.
I did something that I regretted doing.
There's no sex worker in the world that wants to do what I did.
I allowed them to do something to me that was a sexual act.
Two women.
You don't get much more rock bottom than that.
Two stories of control.
He was forcing me to make the money fast.
And betrayal.
He basically gave me an ultimatum. Either we would divorce or I had to do this for him.
Someone who is forcing their partner when they're pregnant with their child to do this work is pretty sick.
Because of their past, they've asked us to protect their identities. But they say the world needs to hear their stories to help other women break free.
It's actually pretty disturbing, the amount of women that come forward and talk to me.
Tammy Harris, whose Charlotte nonprofit works to fight human trafficking, says anecdotal evidence shows husbands sell their wives more than you'd think.
It's very shocking how many women out there are being used in this manner, and their friends and their neighbors really have no idea.
It was like the biggest secret in the world.
This victim lives in the Charlotte area now, but tells us her ex-husband controlled her for 15 years in Florida before she could escape.
You lose your physical, your mental, your emotional, your spiritual self.
She says to the outside world she was a PTA mom who ran a regular business, but at night, behind closed doors, she earned $200 to $400 per man. She says her husband set up a website, and they made $18,000 in 6 months before she finally left him, much to his anger.
How dare you leave me here by myself? We need money. I'm working. You're not.
He said maybe you could make some money and get us out of this financial debt we're in.
Similar financial concerns forced this woman, also now in North Carolina, into an escort service on the West Coast. She says the private dancing didn't only involve dancing, collecting more than $1,000 on her first job alone, a financial boost for her boyfriend of 5 years, a man with a gambling problem who lost his job and risked eviction, all with a baby on the way.
He told me he was going to force me to have sex for money, and he knew I was pregnant.
That's when she says she left. Today, also living a new life. Both survivors, symbols of hope for other victims.
This is shameful, but it's not your shame. It is the person that is selling you.
If you are caught in a situation like this or know someone who is, the WCNC Charlotte app can direct you to a nonprofit that could help. There you will also find a list of red flag behaviors that can help you identify women in trouble. Nate Morabito, WCNC Charlotte.